Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Mona Lisa Rumbai, bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Students of the Inter-Provincial Salesian Seminary in Krakow participated in the National Seminary Football Tournament held on 14 of October. The tournament involved 10 teams divided into two groups. After the first group phase, the Salesians came first, imposing themselves on the Franciscan seminaries from the dioceses of Rzeszów, Przemysl and Warsaw, and thus entering the direct elimination stage. After two great victories in the semi-final and final against the Diocesan Seminary in Warsaw and the Franciscans, respectively, the students from the Salesian Seminary in Krakow won the coveted Passage Cup for the first time, which will surely motivate them to defend their seminary football champion title again next year. In addition, Salesian cleric Piotr Benarzic received the Individual King of Makers award thanks to the 11 nets scored. The Salesian province of Thailand, Cambodia and Laos organized an annual seminar on the theme of Directions for Youth Ministry. 133 Salesians, members of the Salesian family, came to join the seminar led by Father Miguel Angel Garcia Murquende, SDB, Salesian Counselor for Youth Ministry. The seminar was divided into two groups. The first was held at Don Bosco House, Bangkok from 27 to 28 October 2023 with 60 participants. The second groups were held at the Salesian Retreat House in Hua Hin from 29 to 30th of October 2023 with 73 participants. The speaker began the seminar by presenting an overview of Salesian ministry for the young. He then gave guidelines for doing this ministry in various forms such as pastoral work in schools, youth ministry and the family, pastoral work in churches entrusted to the Salesians, and educating the young to love. Africa, Madagascar region provincial and delegation superiors with regional secretariat members gathered at Bosco Youth Center, Johannesburg, South Africa for 4 full days of their annual General Assembly, October 27 to 30th, animated by their regional councillor, Father Alphonse Owudu. 20 participants representing 15 Salesian circumscriptions and more than 2,100 confreres and novices living in 41 countries of the continent discerned the charismatic future in this most vibrant Salesian region. This is already the third CIVAM, that is the Conference Zai Spetori Visitatori Africa Madagascar, an inter-provincial conference established officially by the Rector Major in 2002, meeting in 2023 held in Southern Africa, the Vice Province of Blessed Michael Roi, AFM, the smallest circumscription in the region. The participants had the opportunity of a deep experience of local church, society, youth, and Salesian reality in the AFM Vice Province. On the first day, the main celebrant at the Eucharist was the SABC, South Africa Bishops' Conference, Secretary General Father Hugh O'Connor, to offer insight into the situation of local churches in Southern Africa. On Sunday, 29th of October, on the day of the liturgical memory of Blessed Michael Roi, patron of the Southern Salesian Province, the Superior, Father Gianpaolo Roma, handed over to the Salesians and the lay people co-responsible for the mission, the Provincial Organic Project, POI, a strategic animation and governance plan that regulates the development and continuity of the province's decisions for the 6-year period, 2023 to 29. There are two guidelines that inform this document. He writes in the introduction, the challenge of a new development and continuity with the precious legacy of the past. Developed since 2021 and matured during the 27th inspectorial chapter, the POI was codified in the work of the previous inspector, Father Angelo Santorsola, with his council, reaching the definitive approval by the present Inspectoral Council in July after the passage and revision of the Communities 2023. In an atmosphere of love, brotherhood, joy, singing and enthusiasm, the 28th Rosary of the Fraternity was celebrated on Saturday 28th October in the Apostolic Vicariate of Puerto Ayacucho, state of Amazonia. More than 3,000 people gathered to pray for brotherhood, peace and unity in the world, especially for those who are at war. The celebration of faith began with the usual procession of the Virgin Mary accompanied by the entire Christian family united in faith by priests, religious missionaries and Amazonian apostolic groups. Bishop Johnny Reyes, SDB, Apostolic Vicar of Puerto Ayacucho, motivated parishioners to continue believing in the love of God that is present in the faces and stories of those in need. He urged us to live an authentic brotherhood founded on the gospel as good news that is made known to all humanity. This initiative dates back to 1966 and was inspired by the Salesian Don Fontana. The novices of Don Bosco Sunnyside Upper Shillong organized an inter-oratory singing competition at Mount Carmel School, Sadao on the 29th of October 2023. It began at 2 p.m. with a short prayer and a scripture reading, which was followed by the explanation of the criteria for both the group and the duet categories. There were 8 oratory centers who participated in this competition, where Reverend Father Vetath Jose, the novice master, was the chief guest. The judges of the competition were Mr. Livandi Karkongor, Yatili Lang Karkongor and Sister Nini Dhar. It began with the group song competition followed by the duet alternatively. At the middle of the competition, Father Vetath Jose gave a short but meaningful speech with a message. With Jesus, I am a hero. Without Jesus, I am a zero. With Jesus, I am good news. Without Jesus, I am no news. All the participants put their best in their performance. However, at the end of the competition, the 7th Oratory won a narrow victory for the group singing and Maukan Oratory carried the first prize for the duet. The 5th Mile Oratory carried the first runners-up for both the group singing and the duet. A thunderous voice of victory broke out in the hall when the result was declared by Father Pandey Lang. The occasion concluded with a vote of thanks by one of the brothers and a prayer by Reverend Pandey Lang Konglat. All felt that the day was a blessing and a heart full of satisfaction, where all eyes looked forward for the next competition. On October 31, 2023, the parish of Baijal Bari organized a Marian procession. The Marian procession started at the Baijal Bari football ground and concluded inside the parish church. Father Paul Panachikal SDB gave an introduction and explained how to go for procession. There were 7 sisters, 2 brothers and around 100 people together with the hostel boys and girls who participated and prayed devotedly. Brother Meban played the guitar to make the singing sweet and melodious. The rosary was led by Dijan, the catechist, and Tirmola, the parishioner. All the faithful and the hostel students took an active part and prayed devotedly for the rosary. The Marian procession went on smoothly and it was concluded with the Holy Mass celebrated by Father Paul, the parish priest of Baijal Bari Parish. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.